Well, hello there, you lovely people, and welcome to another episode of Draw with Mikey. The midweek series that I do that's super casual, there's swearing, spoiler alerts, we talk about anything, nobody really cares, it's totes fine, and I'll be sketching out whatever the hell I wanted to in the sketchbook. But with that in mind, if you guys have got your own artwork to do, then crack on, and we'll kind of do our art together whilst I get to see what's going on with a lot of you by reading your comments. Now, quite a few comments in the last episode, possibly the most ever, but I am going to do my best to really speed this out. So a few sort of hellos and bits to some people might just get skipped out. I bloody love you. We'll see. I'm going to try my best to read every single one nonetheless. So to start off with, Wanderson Andrade, Jocelyn Fortgens and Yandere J. All three of you guys commented super early, first, second and third in the last video. Thank you so much for your immediate support and notification crew. Mr. M was early as well, and E Legacy said 60 minutes? Time to get my popcorn, because these episodes get longer and longer. I think somebody commented a while ago on some of the early episodes in the DWM series, but I'd planned to make these maybe somewhere between 20 minutes to half an hour a time. That was wishful thinking, Jesus. Okay, but we are going to cut this one down. It's going to be super quick. Blue Falcon says, can you do anime characters holding a handgun? Or if you've got that one already, yes or no? I can add that tutorials in the future. That's about characters with weapons and things like that. We'll get onto that in good time. In the meantime, check out other people's tutorials. There must be loads of that popular stuff. And Anime Dragon says, it's actually pretty relaxing to listen to DWM while sculpting faces. Hey Mikey, hey Anime Dragon. Yandari J further says, hey Mikey, how about a gender bent Solaire? I don't know who that is, so I'm just going to give it a cheeky copy paste. Now my internet connection is again just being really awful. It's after work, so it's in that period where everyone's online. And Solaire Limited appears to be some kind of business. So let's go Solaire, and then let's put in anime, and look on Google Images. Solaire of Astoria. Some kind of knight of some sorts, like a Templar? Ooh, we'll have to have a look at that later. Maybe I will. Added to the list though. And Kid Fresh TL34 says, did anybody else think of Harold and Kumar when they read the title? Yeah, Harold and Kumar Go White Castle. Great film. Haven't watched that in absolutely fucking ages. Nice, and a lot of you agree. Boomer Da Cheese says, you are a brilliant artist. Thank you very much, Boomer. That's very kind of you to say. I'm just another guy studying on the journey to be better. And Akin Magic says, can you draw a boy? And then some of you guys have jumped into the comments and mentioned about how this is one of the super constant questions. Akin Magic does actually apologise. No need to apologise. It's fine. You can remember, like, you can talk about anything in this series. I really don't mind. It's more of just a catch-up session these days. So, yeah, if you want to ask me a question, don't worry. The other guys have filled you in, though, but I always get asked that in good time. Zappy Zor says he's currently finalising character designs for a project he's working on, and also wants Alma Stroke Stella from VA11. Oh, okay. Oh, Valhalla. Oh, I get it. Okay. And Gina from Spectrobes. All for the SAS. I'll have to look them both up later, sir. Murasaki Gangan says, you should try this art app called Media Bang. It's amazing and fun and free. Free! I will have to have a look, good sir, in good time. I heard... Have you guys heard about Prisma? I keep seeing people on my Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that uploading Prisma photos. That looks freaking awesome. I'd love to see what it did to artwork as well as pictures of real people. I'm going to have to give that a download, but I just don't trust... Like, whenever there's a popular app, there's like 110 really similar ones come out of a woodwork with really similar symbols, or like, it's the app or how to play the app and stuff like that. It pisses me off. But basically, I don't even know which one I'm trying to download these days. Mystery Person says, the only time I watch a computer-made anime is if the story's really good. Yeah, so we've been talking in the last few episodes about standard old-school character animation, like cell shading, even if it's digital, like it's still 2D artwork rendered differently versus 3D CG stuff made to look like artwork, because I think the overall theme is we're all getting a little bit sick and tired of it, especially that last Berserk. Like, I know we're all still on the fence about Berserk, or some of you hate it and think I'm an idiot for trying to give it a chance, but it's getting worse. Like, it's not even 3D animation now that I've started to think is awful. It's the actual camera work. And I appreciate that's a very loose term for just a viewpoint that they put in a 3D environment. But the actual shots and camera work is diabolically bad. It's just like a kid with like an app pressing all the cool buttons to try to do cool stuff. There's these long, fantastical, spiraling, sweeping shots in the last one. And it just pulls you out of a moment. It's so unnecessary. But I'm not going to bitch about that. No tirades this episode, everybody. I've got artwork to do. You've got artwork to do. Oh, and in the background, by the way, I just thought I did it first thing this morning before work, but I just wanted to get some sketches down of Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, Jojo! Like, I've started watching that again. Stardust, is it Stardust Crusaders or something like that? The third season, where it's like the third generation JoJo now versus Dio, and it's so fun. It's so good. I think like I must have seen it a while ago and dismissed it as really shit, like enemy bad guy powers episode by episode. And it is a little bit like that whilst they're on a journey to get to Dio. But like the whole overall arcing intergenerational theme of the series is fantastic. And it's so random and weird and out there, but it's so much fun to watch. Dio! Anyway, Silver Aura says, the only good thing about the new Berserk is the epic opening song. Yeah, there is that. Is it Kentaro Miura wrote a lot of the music for the old series? Now that was some real dark, messed up shit. It really worked somehow as well. Zero Freezer 705 says, I'm doing gesture drawing so I can work on my anatomy. Excellent, sir. Always get your anatomy working. That is excellent base work for your skills. And Light Yagami says, Mikey, have you ever watched High School of the Dead? I really like your style of artwork. Get it well, the getting is good, lolza. Yeah, we were talking about this as well a few episodes back. Somebody kindly explained to me that it's an unfinished anime because the two different brothers who work on it, apparently they've fallen out or something and they're no longer making it. I've watched maybe the first few episodes and I've got like the first couple volumes somewhere in Japanese on the shelf. But I will have to give that a shot. I know it's very stylized, the art style. It's very buxom, so to speak, although to be fair, probably appropriate for this kind of channel. Silence1235 says, when you scan in your drawings to the computer, how do you make it so no outside light affects the image, making odd lighting areas? You inspire me to continue showing how we all end drawing. What do you mean? What, doesn't your scanner have a lid? Close the lid, mate. If you've got a scanner, shut the lid. That's the secret there. Get an even, good, clean scan. I actually do have a video about putting your artwork onto the computer, about photography versus scanning it in, so give that a look if you could. Shiro Emiya says, Shiro Emiya, I always have to re-say it correctly. Am I still on this fucking island? I took away the word fucking, but I've just, as I muted myself saying fucking, I realised that I can say fucking a lot because it's a casual series. So, you know the reference. I am assuming, sir, if I had to guess, I'm going to say it's either Lost or Greed Island. I'm going to say Lost. Or it might be the Greed Island arc from Hunter x Hunter, in which case, super, super sinister. Well done. Ishmael Montalvo says, Mikey sounds like a boy version of Minx. I don't know who Minx is. I'm going to pretend that's a compliment and hope for the best. Angel Smith says, hey Mikey Mega Mega, hey Angel Smith, good artwork, hashtag hardcore crew, thank you very much. And Justin Green says, if you could meet one artist in the world right now, who would you like to meet? I'd like to meet Masashi Kishimoto. I'll tell you who I'd like to meet, I'm really fucked off. If any of you guys watch Jazz's channel, Draw with Jazza, he came to the UK and I was all set to go to his like UK hangout event thing, and like I paid money to like help him fund it and everything. And then when the day came round, I just had so much shit going on, like really challenging week. I couldn't even go to London to fucking see him. Oh, so pissed off. Paying for things that I don't go to is something that I do a lot of. I'm really bad like that. So I missed out on the opportunity to see him because he's an artist I really look up to, especially in terms of how fun and engaging his YouTube channel is. Like, I'm sure everybody here has heard of Draw of Jazza, but if you haven't, go and subscribe to his channel immediately because it's way better than this. And he's just got such incredible knowledge to share, and he seems like a really cool bloke. Missed out. Sad, sad times. Anywho, that would be it for me, but Masashi Kishimoto would be an incredible person to meet. I hope you know how to speak Japanese. Mr. Spider236 says, hey Mikey, to answer your question on what I'm drawing, just a sexy version of a character from a game called Brawlhalla. Let's have a look. Control C, open a tab, Control V, Google Images. Oh, it's a video game. Okay, very, very cool. Oh, I like this cartoony style. I guess this is like an indie game. That's hip these days. Everything's indie these days. Noodle Nico says, I'm drawing different sized girls and trying to draw weapons. Good for you. What are you guys? All drawing in the background. If any of you are working on your own projects or your own artwork whilst listening to me in the background, I love to hear about it because I'm a sucker for creative projects, as you probably know. And then somebody with a very long Cyrillic name, which if I tried to say it in English might be like Navtiyunik Ukpukakakov, which probably is nothing to do with it. Can you draw some Feria, the card game themed drawings? They're beautiful and interesting. Further things to add to the list and investigate. Thank you. And DBKAMV says, Mikey, please do Ruby Rose from RWBY. Sure, on the list. The Kid That Flies, SGI, makes me want to throw up sometimes. Oh, is that like another term for CG? It's cool in movies, but it turns anime to asnime. Oh, I see what you've done there. You've used the word for bum. Well done. And Emiya also further says, currently drawing a female figure. It's not going so well. Keep up the practice, guys. That's the secret. Just keep at it. Draw slower, draw sharper, draw smoother, draw cleaner. Keep your eyes sharp. Work from some reference material if you need to. And gain them skills. Alex Sorelli says, didn't you already do a gender swap, Sasuke? Yes, I did. And you further go on to talk about how tablet helps and digital art is always your thing. And if you could link your favourites for when I get a tablet, finding my favourite games are probably Assassin's Creed, the first one. Yeah, the first one was a benchmark, wasn't it? The second, though, surely had a whole world of improvements. Dragon Age Origins, CSGO. For anime, your probably favourites are Black Butter? Oh, that Black Butter. That doesn't sound good at all. That sounds like a private channel. Black Butler, Hunter x Hunter, and Free. Until next time, adios, adios. Alex Sorellis, kind sir. And there's some further conversations going off of your bants, but I'll leave them for you lovely people between yourself and Joel. Rafael Ramos says, one day I want to get to your level and just have fun of it. At the moment, I'm still self-taught and learning from preference and getting better every day. Love what you do. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, like, that's the whole thing. Like, I can draw some things okay, but there's a whole world of things that I need to practice myself. And that's the fun of it. Like, you can always improve. You might think you've just done something that's good, and then if you keep up the practice and you look at whatever that was a month down the line, 3 months down the line, you'll be like, shit, I've improved so much compared. I can't believe that was something I thought was acceptable when now I can do this. So always keep it up. Art's an incredible journey. DeAndre Connors, Mikey, you rules. Cheers, DeAndre's right back at you. And that one dude says, my favourite anime is Trinity 7, strictly because the main character is a comedic pimp. God, Trinity 7, that sounds like... Is that like a really old, like old anime? Because even I remember the name of it. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, I must have been thinking of something else. This looks newer. And it's mostly a harem anime, or whatever you want to call it. I just noticed immediately on Google Images, there's a range of girls and one male character. That seems to be like a real strong preference for a lot of the viewers on this channel. Celebi. Aaron says, personally, I only watch the Berserk anime to refresh my memory of the old anime. I like to request really cute anime characters with super buff manly bodies, like the super buff Hello Kitty. And as usual, we're probably going to make it in a weird, sexy way. Super buff girls. Now, in tutorial terms, we still need to do a kind of gym fit female muscle sort of thing. And for the SAS, I know that there's like a really hench Russian lady in Overwatch who we might consider. But there's loads of stuff where we can get some muscly figured women in. I don't mind. That's absolutely fine. And the Overseek further says, damn, I've been watching Mikey. I thought they were nice, but when I seen this, I was like, damn. What did I draw last time? Oh yeah, the White Castle Demon Girls. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. At the moment, still just getting them Dio Brandos out. High Caliber Archer says, could you post a link to the original artist who came up with his designs? It only seems fair to get credit for the art you're working off in this video. Dude, you're absolutely right. I said it myself. I was, if you sat all the way through, one of the things I said is that I found it on Pinterest, but I was struggling to actually find out who the artist was. So that was exactly what I asked you guys in the video. If any of you know who the mangaka is behind the White Castle manga, or if he's got his own website, then let me know, because otherwise all I was going to do was link to Pinterest, and Pinterest doesn't tell you anything about the artist at all. So don't worry, that's totes on my radar. I'm not into just completely tapping out off of other people. Sick Rate the Gamer, Games and More, says, hey, I'm starting a gaming channel. Do you have any tips? Yes, kill yourself. No, I'm kidding. Please help me. I'd like people to enjoy my content. Any comments? Oh, God, mate, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to make content before people are going to watch content. Watch my how to get 100 subs video. I got like 5 key points there. But basically, have really thick skin. Make sure you're enjoying what you're doing. Don't do stuff because you think it's popular. Do it because you like it. And then just hope other people like it as well. If you try doing it the other way around, you're just going to be on an uphill struggle for the rest of your life. Javmation Studios says, I got so much better at drawing thanks to mikeymegamega. Thanks, man. You're welcome, Javmation Studios. Happy to help people draw. If you guys found any of the tutorials I've ever uploaded useful and it's helped you with your drawing, then that makes me happy and warm inside. So, you know, There you go. It's nice, isn't it? Jasmine Green says, can you draw my OC? Nope. Kid Fresh 34 says, since you mentioned that one art YouTuber, you should check out Seiji Senpai. He's crazy talented. And them titties are bueno. Control C. By the way, Jasmine Green, no, I can't draw your OC character. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't have the time. And I'm probably going to be doing something on Patreon or like maybe a competition that's a bit more surrounding like you design a character and I draw it. So like I draw your design, my art, your design. I draw your guy. I don't know. We'll call it something like that. Oh, Seiji Senpai. Yeah, I think I've seen some of his videos before. There's quite a few people who just have incredible pencil colouring skills. Like completely blows me out the water. Yeah, that stuff is all over the place. Yeah, I'm going to have to subscribe to their channel as well. Thank you very much for the suggestion. And Charles Sketch says, hey Mikey, when you're recording the videos on the phone and then edit the video, how do you get rid of the annoying black borders that are around the video? How do you solve that problem? I don't know what to tell you, Charles. I don't have black borders around my phone recording video. Although I guess when you're in Vegas Pro, you could try zooming into the image a little bit just to crop the borders off. Maybe something like that. Good luck, sir. And Xavier Hankins says, can you draw Ichigo times Yoroichi drawing? So like the two of them together. I want to do another Yoroichi from the SAS because she's got that Thunder God mode that was released in the manga. And the last drawing I did with her was okay, but it was just in black and white when I was slowly getting used to cell tones in Photoshop and things like that. So yeah, maybe again. Ichigo, I just never really been that fond of Ichigo as a character. Especially when he'd used up all his powers after defeating Aizen, and he went for that story arc where he had to borrow back everybody else's powers who was a captain or something. And then they drew him with this really shit armor setup. And I remember just thinking, this is rubbish. But he's better now. And Bleach is pretty much over, so there you go. John Mikel Ordonez. Oh shit, you know what? I should probably do a load of Bleach girls again to celebrate the end of Bleach. Not to celebrate it like it was a war that's over and everyone's free, but to celebrate the culmination, so to speak. John Mikel says, can you draw anyone from No Game No Life? I probably could, sir. And Trenton Start says, amazing work as always. Love your tutorials. Thank you very much. Joel, White Castle, Shido Shogun, I think is by, and then you've got some Japanese. So I can understand the Japanese for white, and then I can see car under a cover and some other stuff. Whatever that says, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's a full-on manga. All the Pixiv hits are tagged as original characters, whereas if it's from a published work that's instead, maybe it's like Black Rock Shooter, it's just some characters until it gets popular, and then boom, everything comes out. Ah, well, there you go, the person earlier in the comments. Was it High Caliber Archer or somebody who wanted link? So Shido Shogun, I'm going to copy what Joel said and Google search that later and stick it in the previous video's information section. So hopefully that'll be of some use. But yeah, that'll explain why it's such a tough one to find. It doesn't actually exist as a full manga. Incroyable. Santiago Alfonso. Awesome art as always, Mikey. Thank you very much as ever. Well, you're working on sketches for manga and paintball whilst hearing you. But by the way, are you covering the hips and abs musculature for female characters on a coming video? Yep, like we mentioned, muscles will happen eventually. Superman Prime HD, I'm going to have to start skimming a few, not your comments, but skim reading through. You want to see anime adaptations for DC characters like Wonder Woman, we will get up to that. And also you kindly reminded me that it's Buzz Lightyear. I couldn't remember the name of the guy from Toy Story. I knew it was Sheriff Face, or whatever you guys call him. Oh, right, Woody, that was it. And then I knew it was like Robot Laser Guy, Buzz Lightyear. Although I do actually love Toy Story. I think it's an incredible movie. And apparently Secret Life of Pets, I've not watched that film, but apparently that is literally just a rip-off of Toy Story, except with pets instead of toys. So yeah, good knowledge. Although I got that knowledge from, is it Chris Stuckman's movie review channel? Because I like watching that as well. Although we'll have our own film channel up soon under Mikey Mega Mega banner. So just you wait. And vlogs, more vlogs to come as well, perhaps. Colby Senior, it's difficult to settle on your own kind of art style. You're absolutely right. You're southern as fuck. Yeah, and basically your idea for the work that you're doing is going to be in a written story format, but you've just got a new idea from putting it in a manga format. Hardcore crew. Good on you, dude. If you end up doing visuals with your story, I'd love to see them. Although if you do just writing as well, I'd love to see that. Fourth Within says, I've got a question. Would you try to further your skill by practicing semi-realistic anime manga characters, or is that not something you're interested in? That is very much something I'm interested in, actually. Just to, it doesn't have to be real, but push slightly more to realism, but still being based off anime and manga. And what I'm kind of waiting for is to get that bloody drawing tablet I'm still kind of waiting about to hear back on. Once I've got that, it's going to change up the amount of artwork on this channel. There might be less gaming, or I might have to launch a second channel. I have no idea what we're going to do there. But yeah, I'm waiting to grab that tablet and use that as an opportunity to really sit down over a week and try some longer pieces. So we'll see. There's obviously going to be a load of test pieces that I do which just look right absolute bullshit. But we'll see how we go. And Kai Chan says, "Hi Mikey, hi Kai. I just wanted to tell you I'm working on my own manga with some friends. Very cool. Shifting Shadows it's called. And they go from human to animal and how they fight based on their own minds, as well as the shadows that ooze from the twisted mind of their enemies. Animorphs meets Kingdom Hearts," asks Cass Schmidt. Cool. Matrix within the Matrix. Oh, just had a little burp there. Nico Juju says, "I can't get into digital art for some reason. The struggle of transitioning from paper to tablet is too real." You're right. When I look back at my older SAS videos, not the black and white ones, they were kind of okay, but when I first started colouring in the SAS, like, I had no idea what I was doing in Photoshop. I had to do so much trial and error. Trial and error. I didn't actually watch that many YouTube videos, which was stupid, because there's so much out there that's helpful. But yeah, it took me a while to get to the current level before I finally got used to what the software can do and what it can offer. But yeah, like, you're going to go through a shit patch whenever you move over to something. But Alex Sorellis just says as well, get used to it, the pen pressure, and eventually you'll get comfortable. Joel says, "Oops, I forgot to say this, but my mug, drinking tea right now." Of course you are, who isn't? By the way, actually, will I make a better ring if I do it on the table? That's better. Any of you guys who are at home doing artwork and not drinking tea, unsubscribe, you're not welcome. Only tea drinkers welcome here. No, just kidding, don't do it! You can have coffee as well, it's totally fine. In fact, just having a sip myself now that you took my attention to the tea. And what are you doing? Oh, us Canadians love huge mugs for stuff. Yeah, because you're all a country full of mugs, that's why. Just kidding, obviously, all are welcome. And yeah, big mug that's only half full compared to a small mug that's filled to the brim. Good logic. Aidan Stokes says, "I love watching your videos." Thank you very much, Aidan. And you're still playing Overwatch. Nice, very, very cool. Yeah, these are kind of like podcasts, these videos. Obviously, there's the artwork in the background. That's how it started, me drawing and reading comments. But now that the audio's a bit separate, and it's just me sitting here, chilling out after work, talking as quickly as possible to keep this as short as possible into the microphone. Yeah, it is a bit more like a podcast. But I guess, like, I don't know how to make podcasts. I haven't looked into it. And I don't even know if it's necessary with this. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'll have to start re-releasing all of this in tandem. Who knows? Ari Star says, "Hey Mikey." Hey Ari, what genre are you leaning towards with your manga? It is mostly like alternative world-built shonen manga. There is powers and fighting, but the main overall theme is people trying to work out what the rules are of the world that they live in. That's about as much as I'm going to tell you at the moment. Muay Thai 242 says, "Hey Mikey, how did you get good?" Years and years of practice. Endless practice. Also, if you have a soul, try selling it. Did I learn from realism or adapting from other artists? I studied art at school. I'll give you a really quick summary. Studied art at school, fell out of it, got back into it basically. And then loved manga style and anime style, so did loads of work based on that. And then just build up the skills. I do have another frequently asked video, dude, which is probably going to answer most of your questions there, so have a look for it. FAQ it. And Peyton Sand says, "People say I should look like beaches, but I really don't like the ocean." I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. Della Rosa Art says, "This is the best draw of Mikey Mega Mega so far." The last one, was it? Oh, okay. Thank you very much, dude. I have no idea. They're all such a like weird mess. And Shelby QC says, "In the background, I game on Final Fantasy 15. What? You're not? Oh, 14. Jesus. Oh my god, I nearly had like a fucking panic attack then. Final Fantasy 14, it's a good MMO. I heard it was a shit MMO, and then they re-released it into a really good MMO. So second chances, you know, it can actually mean something. And Tomatone says, "Yay, another video. Whoop, 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 whoop. I really love these videos you put up. Thank you very much. Please keep doing them. Cheers, cheers, cheers." Lots of nice things, basically, you say. Peace and love to you too. Viking Bab says, "Hey Mike, been watching your videos for a while. Love your artwork. Thank you very much again." And you've got a recommendation for a gender bend of Raijin and Fujin. Oh, from Mortal Kombat. Okay, that's something to think about. Justice Andrews, "I'm working on a finalised copy of Chapter 1 to my comic." Oh, nice one. Very, very cool. And I've helped you get through the rough patches of writing. No, dude, it's all down to you. If you've done something and you've created something, pat yourself on the back. I'm glad you think I've helped, but trust me, like, you're the person who's creating, so well done you. Speaking of Gantzo, I thought Hiroya Oku was a kind of genius when it came to the alien design. Yeah, he pulled it out of a lot of different things, and like the guts and intricacies of the aliens, especially when they're getting shot and blown up, especially later in the manga, is incredible. Like, there's no doubt he puts a lot of visual effort in. I mentioned this guy uses computer graphics to set up the scenes. He's got like CG mannequins and dummies and stuff, and he frames it and poses everything, then draws his manga based on like their silhouette, so to speak, or how they are. But that makes him no less of an artist because his skill and character design is incredible. Probably going to have to do some Gantz Girls and SAS eventually. I don't know why I haven't done already. Mad Poppy loves the art style. Thank you very much. And Camden Norris says, my bro Kylan says he talked to you at the park 1 year ago. Your bro Kylan's a liar. Which park? Prove it. Light Inferno. You're so skillful. Cheers. Thank you very much. You liked how you did the hair and bits. That's awesome. And you're loving the gameplay as well. Thank you very much. Rocking Rakesh says, please draw Orihime from Bleach. Yep, don't worry, we've just talked about how more Bleach needs to happen. And Xavier Frost says, hey Mikey, nice to have you back. Thank you very much. The videos are a little bit in and out at the moment. Oh my god, I forgot to say, there's no DWM, everybody, next week. Warning. I mean, if you're still watching this far into the video, I really should have said it at the start. But yeah, there's no DWM next week, because I'm going to be on holiday, everybody. I'm not quite sure, because I'm really pushed for time. I'm not quite sure what videos will be up next week, if any. But do be aware I'm just going on holiday and I will be coming back. I'll have to put up a super quick announcement or something like that. So yeah, but then after that, obviously, we'll be doing Ting as usual. And your favourite anime and games are Bungo Stray Dogs and BlazBlue respectively. Okay, I might just ask for all of your suggestions in the title of this video. Favourite game, favourite anime, just so I can come back from holiday with a massive list of things to watch. Thank you very much, you lovely people. Hotaru Wannable, Persona 4 is an RPG. Don't worry, I have looked into some of that since I mentioned I thought it was a fighting game, so to speak. There's a fighting game spin-off, and yeah, I've been looking at a lot of the background kind of themes to it, and you kind of have to keep them locked together. It looks like, oh, I have to play the first two games. Oh, get a damn PS2 and play Nocturne, Lucifer's Call, whatever the fuck. Oh, I don't know about that. That's going back too far. I want to just play Persona 3, but maybe I have to do the first two. There's no time, people. There's no time in life. Kazuru says, what tips do you have for people with shaky hands whilst drawing? By the way, I love your videos. They really do help me a lot. With shaky hands, I don't know. Draw smoother, draw slower, draw with more flowing ink, try looser work. If you've got shaky hands, then maybe you won't be able to do the precise work. So try going really loose and maybe getting more impressionist art styles going. Work with what you've got and see what you can create. Sage Fowler says, I prefer traditional animation over 3D. Absolutely, it does look fucking wonky in your opinion. You are correct. And you mentioned an anime called Your Lie in April, which apparently has some piano playing, which doesn't quite suit the 3D either. Yeah, okay. Concept art for characters in my manga. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. You're not sure if it's a smart thing to do. In the sketchbook, obviously, like you see now, I'm just drawing whatever I want because that's the magic of your sketchbook. A lot of you guys at home probably have your own sketchbooks, and each page is just full of whatever you wanted to put on there for whatever reason. You don't even need a reason. That's the power of art. But a lot of what I do is concept stuff for the manga that I'm loosely working on, and I can't show that because I don't want to, because somebody else might see that and go, that looks good, and then they'll design it and then they'll release a manga. Whereas I'm not going to release this for years and years until I finally get around to getting the time to do it. So yeah, I'll keep that stuff on the sly for now. Robert, oh god, it's more. Oh man, there's this ongoing thing with this guy, and his name's Robert Nihan. Robert Nyan, I don't know. But obviously you're always welcome, sir, but I cannot say your name correctly. So, Nai, like Tai, and Han. Oh, Naihan. Oh, there we go. I confused myself. Okay, Robert Naihan. There we go. I think I've nailed it. Surely. This is a part of every episode is trying to say your name correctly. Anyway, you of course you love the Sailor Moon. I'm not going to read all your Sailor Moon bants again, but we do know, oh, you've got 2 batteries for your phone, so you can smash out even more gaming and playing. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and you're waiting for them to work out all the bugs and things from Pokemon Go. Cool. A lot of my friends at work are still playing Pokemon Go. We had a talk about it the other day. And I haven't actually played mine for a week and a half. I haven't even opened the app to collect Pokeballs past places that I know have them. Although I get kind of really bored really easily, but I do need to give it a second wind because it's certainly still happening. Like, there's loads of Pokemon stuff happening at work. It's big talk. Bilge Koskin says, quick, simple, easy Harry Potter draw, please. Okay, we'll add it to the list. And Secret Kun says, one person disliked this. Oh, someone always dislikes videos. Like, get over it. I don't care. Matt Wilson says, I'm usually working on stuff as I listen to you. Thank you very much, sir. And you're on your 90-second weekly strip of a fan comic you do. That's fucking awesome. And you miss Father Ted. Yeah, so do I. The writing for that was ahead of its time. I bloody well swear. So good. I can put podcasts on YouTube. Most podcasters just have a static image. I did do that once with my friend Ken for when we did the Spectre film review. And we talked about that in the back of my car after watching it in the cinema. Like, yeah, I think that's just for us. Like, we love it. But yeah, give it a look if you want, although it's mostly in jokes. And Weebo Fresh says, I was inking a drawing of a magical gangster. Very, very cool. And haven't watched these in a while. So welcome back. You like Blue Steel was great, and the only flaw of aging is the story, not the animation. Oh, I can't stand a shit story, though. That'll put me off. I think I will forgive not amazing animation or not amazing drawing style in a comic book if the story is really good. But if the artwork is beautiful something and the story is shit, I will really struggle to pay attention to it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm a bit more character driven these days, where I used to be way more visually driven. And Pretty Hearts 1234 says, can you do a tutorial on inking? Done one already. Inking with different line weights. Go look it up. Casey Ellis says, hi Mikey. Hi Casey. Subbed just after watching how to ink video. Oh, there you go. So on topic. You just watched it. Excellent. Nice you. So thanks for that. No worries, sir. And you just started watching Kill La Kill after. Fell in love with your brush pen. You started 3 drawings a day. Very, very cool. And you're working on a Princess Zelda art. Nice. Tsukasushi says, I'm in a video. Yay. Yes, you are. And Jesse Schickler says, Mikey, have you ever heard of Monster Hunter game series? I have, but the creatures and armors would be a great study for the DWMs. Oh, I'll have a look on Pinterest. You have added a Wikia vignette note link. Let's give it L click. Oh, sweet. Oh, I love the light pastel shades and the viewpoint and curvature of that piece is awesome. Awesome. And I'm assuming you haven't done this. It's just an image of Monster Hunter stuff, but it's very, very cool. Menasaur 1000. Hello, I've been playing a bit of catch up on your drawing videos. Welcome back, sir. Definitely do a better job than I. Never. Keep up the practice. But thank you for all the nice things and the DSE suggestions. Bayonetta is requested by Isaiah Thompson, and the 7th Coyote says he's a huge fan. Welcome. And you're working on your own comic as well. Hardcore crew. You know this. Danelsi Evora says, can you draw Kagome from Inuyasha? Yes, I could. I could add her in. And the average guy says, are you on Pagey World? If no, you should join. I have no idea what that is, but I'll have a look. And your favourite anime is Space Patrol Luluko. Nice. Z-Slayer Mazamuni. Hello, T for life. You know this. And RWBY is pronounced Ruby. Thank you very much. And Brandon Flores says, hi, Mikey. Hey, Brandon. How do you get the smooth ink lines in Photoshop? Yeah, you need smooth ink lines on your piece of paper, basically. And to do that, you need, like, a really good quality bit of paper, which isn't inked and smudged from your hand. So don't smudge your page, don't go too deep with the pencil work so you don't have to be too aggressive on the fibres of the piece of paper when you rub it out. And that way, if you keep that smooth, your line work stays pretty smooth. But do your inking before you rub out your pencil. That way the ink lines go onto a smooth sheet and you get a smooth line. Whereas if you rub out the pencil work or apply any sort of rubbing and chafing, the next time you ink on top, it bleeds into all the scratched surface, and that's what kind of really wrecks it. Also, some really high quality, very fine nibbed, accurate pens don't hurt as well. Dark Shura says, how do you find a motivation to draw? It never turns out anywhere near what I'm thinking. Oh mate, a lot of my drawings never turn out near my original concept idea either. Like, it's a real mix and match. But just keep it up. When you lose the ability to draw, go for a walk, do other things. We covered that a million times. And Jano Balbone says, what tips do you have to increase the quality? Check out the FAQ sketchbook video. I talk all about building up technical skill and quality of your artwork there. Great work as ever from Tim Know Your Goddamn Motherfucking Business. Thank you very much, sir. And Crotch40 says, super awesome lighting for drawing and worth investment are the LED light bulbs, 900 plus lumens, depending on the lamp and fixture. Yeah, so the GE LED ones, I hear they're quite good as well. But anything that's a daylight quality light bulb, so it's more blue than it is orange or yellow, that will really help all of you guys. Vincent Ronsale, it's hot in Florida, and you're drawing some raunchy hentai girls. Whatever floats your boat, mate. And I can look you up on Instagram, Dirtote92. Yes, I could. Will I? Who knows? Maybe eventually. And Furious Teabag says name. Also, bless you when you sneeze. Thank you very much. You're doing a gender swap of Tengu Buranachi from Toriko. Oh, shit. I remember that. Cool. Connie, he say, you should try drawing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure art style just for fun. You're absolutely right. It's just for fun. I fucking love that unique, crazy JoJo style. JoJo Iatsume Dio. I love just saying that. Bikina Petrikova. Hey, Mikey. Hey, Bikina. I stopped drawing with a pencil. I got bored, so I started painting. It's not amazing, but you're getting better, and bless you for the sneeze. Thank you very much. And very, very cool. Yeah, changing the medium that you work on, going from like from pencils to pens, almost takes bravery because you're really committing ink to paper. And then going from there on to like painting and art is another really brave step. So well done. Wall Street Broker says, thanks for the response. Sorry if the question was irrelevant last time. Don't worry about it. You can say whatever you want here. But like these weird topics of conversation seem to grow organically. Like I have no control or direction over this whatsoever. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. And it was Buzz Lightyear indeed. Okay, and design of story and characters for future videos. Yeah. So the really, and it may never happen, but my really super loose tutorial game plan is get the last of the women out of the way. I've got a few more to do. Then do the guys, then do materials, objects, interactions, and then get onto the higher tier stuff. Characters, motivations, stories, manga panels, all that sort of stuff. Maybe, but it'll take a long time. I'm learning as I go along. Seba Kisune says, my favourite anime so far is Higurashi no Naku Koro ni, and my absolute favourite game is Toho Project series. Cool. Sakurian, hey Mikey, love your channel. Love your face, Sakurian. Thank you very much. You liked the Demon Girls as well, and you love watching Mark Crilly. Good on you. He's awesome. Mark Goldfine, hey Mikey. Hey Mark. Lots of hey Mikeys. I love it. Hey Mikey. Hey Mark! Just wanted to say it's great you make these videos. Oh, thank you very much. It's relaxing and chilling to be drawing and making the videos. When I started these videos, they were a lot more relaxed. I just sit here and kind of naturally talk. But because there's so many comments, I try to like get more pumped for it, just so I can read your comments really, really quickly and try to keep the video time down. But it's awesome, and I'm really, really pleased you like it. So thumbs up right back at you as well. Yeah, I'm glad I'm helping your process. Rising Wind Dragon, Mikey, are you an animator or a comic artist and you like the SAS songs? Thank you very much. I don't make the songs, but I do certainly link to them. They're all, for the most part, free to use. So follow those links if you ever need music for your own artwork. And I've had one go at animation. There's another go at animation I'm probably going to work on in January. It'll just be like a short 1-minute video with that. So I'm trying to learn some basic skills. It's got nothing to do with like anime artwork, though. It'll just be a simple thing I want to try. And in terms of comic artists, kind of am, kind of art. We'll see how we get on. What do you do? Luke, so you went out drinking, eh? Yes, I did, Luke. Did you partake in the drinking game? No, because nobody would understand that drinking game. Only you guys, only you like hashtag hardcore crew lot who know about the drinking game of common questions that I always get would understand. So we can all do a drinking game. We'll do a live stream one day if I ever get a good internet connection. But I couldn't play that one with my mates. We do different drinking games. It's usually themed around pretend you're posh and then get really drunk and regret it. Jordana531 says, hi Mikey. Hey Jordana. I love listening to these videos whilst I work on my own drawings. That is awesome. And I'm currently working on my own manga as well. Very, very jealous. Your work inspires me to keep going. Keep up the awesome work. That's very, very kind. Thank you very much. Same right back at you. What's going on with your manga? I'd love to hear more about it. Panda God says, a tutor who tooted the flute tried to tutor two tutors to toot, said the tutor the tutor, it's tougher to toot, or is the tutor two tutors to toot? Oh my God, and you've got nothing, you just wrote that. You just wrote this tongue-twisting thing, and that's it, no explanation. I mean, I do say you can write anything you want because we'll talk about whatever, but that's just tough, man. Why you fucking put me through the ringer? Marshall Lee, hey Mikey, just wanted to say, have you ever seen Shiki? Yeah. Oh my God, everything keeps coming full circle. We talked about Shiki a couple episodes as well when we were talking about if you could punch any anime character in the face. And for me, it's the pink-haired girl and one of the main ones in Shiki, because when she's a human, she's such a bitch, and it is pretty dark. You're absolutely right. And in the end, you're almost on the vampire side than the people, but like nobody's good. So yeah, Marshall, I know exactly what you're at. Music Love DD. Yes, thanks, Mikey. Yay, I don't know what it's in reference to. Yay. And Shinobi Bray says, can you do Demon and Monster Girls? Love your videos. They help with my art. Yes, I can. Yes, we will. Tutorials in the future. Tomatone, I totally forgot to mention, but it's Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Oh, yeah. And also a suggestion for a gender bend character from Stray Dogs. Oh, okay, cool. Maestra, what's up? Do Mikoto Misaka from Railgun, the Magical Index series. She's hella underage. Well, then I'm not going to do an SAS about it. But maybe you can make her a bit older. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do like an 18 to 20-year-old version. Got to stay away from those underage anime characters, especially when you're known for drawing like sexy ones. I do not want to go anywhere near that side of a world of drawing. Alex Garcia says, do Koshika from Vainglory. And Rex Redfield says, you definitely have to watch Tales of Zestiria VX. The animations are gorgeous. Let's give that a cheeky Control C and a Control V. Cool. Okay, I'm going to add that to the list for later. Many thanks, but let's speed up this. Oh, we're almost at the end. Bill Sanders says, hello, Mikey. Hello, Bill. I found him or her. The mangaka of Oni Shoujo you drew is Shido Shogun. Or search Pixiv ID 225717. Like Joel said in his comment, it's not complete manga. Thank you very much to the both of you for doing the work that I couldn't quite manage to do and finding original artists. I do proper appreciate that because I'm proper psyched about original artists and their own artwork. So I'm also going to copy what you've said, and I'm also going to stick that into the mid-jigger of the last episode later. Nice one, guys. Thank you. Cal Van Den says, I just wanted to say thank you. Ever since I was 5, I love to draw, but you cannot draw female proportions correctly. And then you came across a torso tutorial video. That one's really popular. I have no idea why. And you've got everything done perfect. Glad to help. And Potato Wi-Fi says, could you draw Chocolat for my mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy? I think it's a long title for an anime. It's on Crunchyroll. We'll add her to the list. There we go, everybody. Another midweeker. Another draw of Mikey down, and your comments are read. I do bloody love catching up with what you guys have got going on. I say this every time, and it's probably going to happen. Like, if we keep getting more and more comments and this keeps growing, I might have to skim some of them or just click like on all of them so you know I've read them and then just read out a few choice ones in future just to not overly speed it because I like to kind of digest what you've got to say as well. But it has been a pleasure. If you guys have got anything to say, get in the comments and I'll read it next time round. You know how that works. And what was the rough theme we were talking about? Oh yeah, just suggestions for anime and manga. So no episode of DWM next week. When I come back, hopefully I'll have comments full of all the best things you're watching and then I can steal your ideas and watch them myself on Crunchyroll and then maybe review them in the future like they're my own opinions. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be so cruel. But otherwise, yeah, you guys stay awesome. Keep doing your own thing. Hope you got some artwork done as well in the background. And I'll see you guys next time round. Peace and love. Bye-bye.